You want to do a quick little rapid fire questions? We do this with all of our guests here.
Sure.
Some
Yeah,
golf
let's
related,
go.
some not.
I'm gonna throw in another one too at the end, TJ. So it'll be 6, not 5.
All
Ooh, a haymaker. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
right. First
Bonus
up,
question.
who is your favorite golfer to watch and why?
Yeah, I already mentioned Boom Boom and growing up, like Freddie, just like the most graceful swing, and people
Mm.
probably don't remember, like he carried himself in a way in the early '90s that was very Tiger-esque, right? It
Yeah.
was I'm the best golfer out here, and if it wasn't for his back, he would have had plenty of majors. Um, right now, I'll probably say Spieth only because anything and everything will happen in the course of a single hole or certainly tournament. And
Good way to put it.
if you had to like just bet on one player to go have an interesting 18 holes or an entertaining 18 holes,
Yeah.
who better than Jordan?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet next time. I'll bet the over on Jordan Spieth doing a bow. I bet you he does at least one somewhere.
I think it would be Greller doing the bow. Right? Like, I talked him out of this crazy shot.
If you could switch places with one person for a day, who would it be?
One person for a day. Man,
I know we really make you think on this podcast. We try our best.
yeah, real thought provoker. Let me come back to that one. I have a good idea, but let me come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really rapid fire. Sorry.
Our first
Rapid
skip
fire,
on the
yeah.
Basic Bogeys.
Yeah.
Right?
What is your favorite club in the bag currently?
I like my 5 hybrid rescue club. It feels I'm most confident with it. I'll often use it around the greens, right? If I've got kind of a tight lie and not trusting the lofted clubs, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Let's go with the 5 hybrid.
Heck yeah. What is a hidden talent of yours?
Hidden talent. I can say the alphabet backwards pretty fast.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
That's a bar trick going back a long time.
There you go.
I speak Arabic. How about that? There we go.
Oh, that's cool. No shit. Wow. I can barely speak English.
Same.
great.
Same.
Yeah.
What is a personal golf goal for yourself just this upcoming season?
Break 80. I've flirted with it many times. I've shot 80 many times. Never broke 80 like at a real course. And I don't play a ton these days, but I'd like to be able to put it all together for a round and shoot in the 70s.
Nice.
Yeah. My off the cuff question was, is there a golfer out there, and we can cut this, it's fine. Is there a golfer out there that you would really like to be a part of Carry, whether they're a pro? Like, is there a golfer in particular that you would really like to work with, whether it's now or in the future?
I mean, the answer is yes, and there are so many of them.
Right.
There's some athletes that we had a chance to work with at different points that just didn't quite materialize. I like the group that Johnny Kiefer works with, and I've never met him, but I think he's someone who is going to have just tremendous success on the big tour. And so,
Nice.
Radigan is a sports agency that works with him, and I think they're lucky to be doing so.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Just kind of branching off of that, do you kind of keep a close eye on a lot of the college golf to kind of see who's up and coming in both the men's and women's?
I do, and in part, again, it's like this whole world has opened up just so much more competitive golf to consume. But yeah, like now it's fun. I go back and look at that original leaderboard or field I mentioned from the Scottsdale Open, and it's like, oh yeah, there were actually quite a few studs in this field too. I just didn't know their name at the time.
Yeah.
So
Right.
trying to stay ahead of that's always helpful.
Nice. We'll go back to our, if you could be someone for a day, or switch places with somebody for a day.
I don't want this to come out wrong, but I would say George Clooney. I've always been a fan of his because if you think about him,
He's a billionaire.
He's done pretty well in life, but like he's never said the wrong thing ever. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like tell me a story where you've said like, oh, he made a comment in the press, and when you think about the amount of cameras he's had and people kind of like strap hanging, listening to his every word, that's a real skill.
Yeah. It's very, I
cool
put
moves.
him, it's like the Derek Jeter-esque thing,
Yeah.
you know, like you never heard I think I've said it on here before. The only negative thing I've ever heard about Derek Jeter was the gift basket story. I don't know if you've ever heard that.
No.
So Derek Jeter, I guess when he used to spend the night with a woman, he would, in the morning, they would wake up and there's a gift basket with like a signed baseball photo and a note that said like, there's a limo downstairs, take you wherever you want to go afterwards. The only reason it got out is because he accidentally did it to the same woman twice and he didn't remember it. But like, if that's the worst part that happens, like you never heard him say anything wrong, like to the media, he always said the right thing. If that's the worst thing about Derek Jeter, I mean, that's hilarious.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like who advises him. Hey, here's a thoughtful touch. Sign a baseball, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and maybe right, a signed baseball from Derek Jeter probably isn't a bad thing, but
no,
maybe a cup of coffee and just hey, thanks for a fun evening would
Right.
go a long way. I don't know.
Yeah. George Clooney's a good one though. Is George Clooney your favorite Batman then?
No, Val Kilmer probably, and
Okay.
maybe that's a little bit of like bias because we just lost him, but
Yep.
Now you've got me thinking, and this is may get me in trouble as well, but I think like a signed baseball for my wife. I want to see how that goes over.
That's a hell of a segue.
I'll keep you posted. Yeah,
yeah, let us know.
Happily married man. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Donnie, thank you so much for having us. This was fun. Really appreciate it. We will do our best, obviously, to try to keep as track of as many tournaments as you do, but I'm not going to make that promise. I'll try, but yeah, let's. I would love to have you get back on though at some point whenever we can, and maybe do like a end of the season wrap up kind of with Carrie and all the athletes you guys have been supporting.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, and kudos to you guys for what you do. I'm a fan of anyone who's a fan of the game and has the time and courage like you guys to go out and put forth a good show. And good luck in your first tournament, man. I'll be looking forward to hearing how it goes. If it doesn't go well, you've got some really legitimate excuses, right? You're not sleeping. You're a dad. You've got things going on. But,
yeah, exactly.
But thank you both for the time, and look forward to doing it again soon.
Thanks for watching today's episode.
To see more of our content, be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube. We can be found at Basic Bogeys on all platforms.
Thanks. We hope to see you on the next one.